Everyone grab your favorite pillow. We're going into cryo sleep for about 125 years. This is the 100 Season 5. Don't go away. So in Season 4, we were left on an absolutely insane cliffhanger, okay? Bellamy and friends went up to space, skipped 6 years, Clark is there, she's got a child, the ship drops down, like what's gonna happen next? Turns out it's a random ship full of prisoners that land in what is now the only viable part on Earth to live in. And I was like, okay, what the heck is this season even gonna be about? Like, this is gonna be crazy. Turns out Clark got a new haircut, Murphy and Amori broke up somehow over those years. Octavia became a cannibal cult leader. Bellamy has facial hair now.
Oh my, well...
The story for Season 5 of the 100 is familiar if you've seen the first season. I say that because it's almost a copy and paste. It's quite literally just a flipped perspective from Season 1. In Season 1, they landed on Earth. The Grounders attacked, things went down, political tension went up, and an ironic fight for peace came about. In Season 5, Clark, aka the person on the ground, watches a ship land, aka the 100. She proceeds to attack first, sound familiar? And then Clark and the rest of the grounder crew, aka Octavia's cult blood thing going on. You might be thinking, wow, they copied the same story core. Who would even watch this show? Honestly, for me, I love it. What makes the 100 such a great TV show for me is the political tension. That fight between war and peace is seemingly never ending, and it's one of the things that always gets me to watch the show. Eventually, Bellamy and friends, after spending 6 years in space, they finally arrive back down on Earth just in time to save Clark and Octavia.
Where you stand.
How about I give you 283? That's how many of your people are gonna die if you and I can't make a deal.
Octavia this season is absolutely banana cocoa nuts. Like, she's gone wild. Through the years in the bunker, she has led her people. A few things happened, a few notable things. She started a fight pit. She got a title bump. She's now known as Blood Reina. And she's a cannibal!
They're cannibals in that.
Exactly.
Yeah, no joke. In order to survive in the bunker, they resorted to some cannibalism, losing 400 of the 1200 in the process. Generally creeped me out. Because of that, the badass warrior Octavia that I saw in previous seasons isn't here this season. It's more of an empty shell, honestly, and she seemingly has many walls put up mentally around her. It's someone who you would just love to give like a long, safe hug to. And that's pretty much what Bellamy's job is this season. Bellamy's entire season arc revolves around trying to get through to Octavia. Also, quick side note, for the second season, I believe in a row, he has started the first episode kissing someone who isn't Clark. And at this point, the Clark x Bellamy ship, I think, has sailed. My hopes are gone. Kane and Abby, who are also in the bunker. Abby is, I gotta say, I don't like Abby this season. Annoying. There isn't a single scene in season 5 of Abby that isn't about her addiction. It's just non-stop, you're just pattered with this addiction storyline from Abby. It's honestly too much. Kane is sadly quiet this season. He doesn't have a huge role. Other than with him and the newcomers, he does have a good ear in Dioza. But the newcomers are people that I would love to elaborate on right now. Out of the entire prisoner ship that lands on Earth, other than like Vincent, the absolute psycho vampire dude who just bites people's necks and has a shock collar on 24/7, there's only 3 people worth mentioning. There's Shaw, who is the only one who can fly the ship. He also has something going on with Raven this season, which was much needed for her character, as her only role for a long time has been, I'm an engineer. I can fix things. We also have one of the coolest characters I've ever seen in a TV show. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about McCreary. The way this guy looks, his style of talking, honestly, my favorite character of the season, and I think maybe my favorite character of the show thus far.
Now, which one of you killed my good friend Kodiak on the mothership?
I just wish he had even more screen time, but obviously that's biased opinion for me. The other co-leader of this group, Dioza, she's a very calm character who I believe is down to earth, even though a lot of the scenes don't show that. She turns out to be the good guy of the group, thanks to mostly Kane. even though Kane is with Abby, I swear there's a connection between him and Dioza. I expect fully some absolute spicy things to happen in the future between them. Like, I'm calling it right now. Season 6, Abby's gonna be jealous of Dioza and Kane. I'm making that call right now. Throughout the middle portions of the season, there's some cool things that go down. Octavia leads her group through the desert and they get attacked by these like ground worms. I thought that was a very interesting like thriller aspect of the 100. The best couple in the show by far, by like 10 miles, Monty and Harper decide they don't want to take part in this war anymore, so they're just gonna live in the algae farm. But then Octavia learns about it and burns it down. Indra, who is a very underrated character in the entire series, is a particular thorn in Octavia's side because they are weirdly reversed, as it's now Octavia who just demands war, but Indra wants peace. Kind of a flip-flop from the Grounder to Sky Crew scenario that we saw like 2 seasons ago. Towards the end of the season, Clark's like Nightblood child, Maddie, learns that she is literally the real commander. And in an attempt to knock power off of Octavia and gain the throne, Bellamy and Gaia do the ritual with the chip. So now she has the wisdom of the past commanders, including Lexa. There's some cool things to come out of this, mostly when Maddie talks to Clark. She's saying things that Clark never told her about because Lexa's telling Maddie. And Clark is just like fucking goo goo gaga eyed over this. Like, what? How did you know this? And it's honestly just really cool fan service, as Lexa was a pretty big character. And I'm actually glad that the era of the commander is back, because even though Octavia was the leader, I love with this political tension, you have to have a leader on both sides. And Octavia was okay. She wasn't like, there wasn't any like focus of, oh, peace. She was always war. But with Maddie, it's nice to have a real commander back in charge. Towards the end of the season, Octavia leads her people stubbornly into a war she quickly realizes she is gonna suck balls at. Long story short, Maddie takes the controls as the new real leader and leads everyone to victory. Flawlessly, actually. But it doesn't end here, because McCreary pulls out Operation fucking bomb the whole planet and drops lithium bombs from space onto Earth. So the only option, this might sound familiar again, last season, for the second time in a row, every main character is going to get on a ship and go up and live in space. Again. Honestly, it's not really that bad of a concept. It's mostly overshadowed by the final incredible 15 minutes there is here. Honestly, the best season finale I've seen the 100 do. Everybody goes into cryosleep to wait over the lithium damage on Earth. About 10 years, except Monty and Harper skip it. They don't go into cryosleep. The best couple in the show didn't go into cryosleep. They wanted a peaceful, war-free life, which they decided to live out on the ship. Through recorded messages that their son shows Clark and Bellamy, a senior-aged, wig-wearing Monty tells them that Earth, yeah, it's done. K.O. It's not coming back. R.I.P. Earth. He goes on about the life that they had and how Harper ended up dying not too long ago, which at that point, I was holding back one single tear with all my force. He also changed the cryosleep timer from 10 years to 125 years. Earth is dead. So Monty navigated the ship to the closest habitable planet that is, well, 125 years away, which they have now woken up to.
Can you see it? Is it beautiful? It is in my dreams. I hope.
And that's the end of the season. Honestly, that's the best season of the 100 I've ever seen. Sure, some characters don't get a bunch of screen time, and some even get stuck in the same story rut for the whole season. But the majority of characters are great. The newer additions, honestly, I'm so impressed. Like Shaw, Dioza, McCreary. These are all like what seem to me staples in the show now. I can't wait to see where Maddie's storyline goes. What's going to happen with Dioza? Will people trust her? She is technically on both sides. The finale was awesome. It gives the show a completely new slate. Literally anything can happen on this new planet. Overall, very fun season. 4.5 out of 5. So that's it. Season 5 of the 100 is done, and any prediction for what could happen in Season 6 is viable, because it's a new planet. anything. The rocks could be made out of PS5s. I don't know. You could literally make anything up. Dinosaurs? Is Clark going to be picked up by a pterodactyl? I don't know. Are they going to land, and is the water going to be acid? I don't know. I'm excited to find out though. But for now, I'm your host, Saber Planet Entertainment, and I hope you enjoyed this review. Peace out.
I may not be able to kill you, but you don't need your legs to fly.
Heyo, if you've stuck around this far, you're probably here for the random Easter egg soundtrack I put in at the end of every video. While you listen, if you like, click the like button down below and subscribe if you want to see future content. Any support helps tremendously more than you'd ever believe. And if you're super dedicated, you can buy me a coffee. Link in the description. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, and yeah, peace.